and gentlemen, you are more than welcome to another episode. This is episode 57 of the Coffee at 11 show, brought to you by wigwam.ie SME peer support. And I'm delighted and excited to have you here and to have my special guest, lovely young woman from the Principality of Cork, who's joined us. She's going to regale us with an amazing story. Christine, you're very welcome. Will you try and show us your coffee mug or cup, please?
Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone.
Indeed, cheers to you, Christine, and lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let me just tell you a little bit about the lady herself before I bring her in her own words. Her business, named Christine Duff, obviously, her business is Anchor Your Awareness. What does your business do? I'm a qualified life coach with neuroscience. I enable people reach a more compelling alternative to the reality they are currently facing. How long established? Since March or April 2020, so it's brand new, but it's based on a lifetime of experience. COVID-19 enabled me to get stuck in thick and fast with website development and business mentoring from the amazing Amanda Delaney. We've had Amanda on the show, one of our favorites to date. Previous to this, she was managing a beauty salon, which will reopen in July, and I've indirectly been coaching for 14 years through that role. So I'm an established therapist in another form already. How many employees? Just me. And then Christine goes on to say, and this is where it gets really interesting. This is how Christine and I connected, because I heard her speak and I was absolutely blown away by her honesty. So, you know, folks, get ready for a wonderful trip today. Christine is a 30-year-old independent parent to a 10-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter. She's extensive knowledge and experience to share around the life lessons she has been lucky enough to gain at such a young age, yet wise enough to share in a positive way with so many. The many toxic, abusive behaviors and patterns and mental manipulation from various people has enabled Christine to become curious rather than callous. That's a lovely phrase, curious rather than callous. Thank you. Her ability to change the most disastrous situation into a positive, including a lifelong illness which should have stopped her in her tracks physically. She continues to surprise even herself on a daily basis. She believes that in life we cannot let labels of any sort define us. They can help us identify important issues that may need to be addressed, but they do not define us. Her infectious, compassionate personality does not go unnoticed. True, it is through all her dissolved relationships she has learned the true power of her uniqueness and continues to share this skill through her love of coaching. And she goes on to say that her taste in music is intriguing, stretching from songs from the Carpenters or John Lennon, and at the same time get stuck into an album from Eminem. And most importantly, she is a Disney fan. And Christine, I too am a Disney fan, absolutely love Disney, and you and I have touched on the fact that there are life lessons hidden
Absolutely
in their stories. So Christine Duff, you're more than welcome. Thank you for taking the time out today.
Thank you so much.
In your own words, over to you for the next few minutes. Bring us up through those early years. You're one to watch, young lady. Right. If you don't mind, Christine.
Yep.
You wrote a beautiful letter to your 14-year-old self.
So I am going to read it in a letter form, because what I did was I wrote a letter to my 14-year-old self because I was thinking back in how far I'd come. And I thought at 14, again, it's a very impressionable age. You're surrounded by different types of men, women, you're curious, you're discovering about life and all that. So I remember being 14, and even before I was 14, having the little bit of uncertainty that I felt I didn't fit in, or I felt that I wasn't particular to a group. Like everyone has a group, but I would mix with everyone and anyone, which I found strange, but now I appreciate it so much because I have groups everywhere. It's great crack. So I wrote myself this letter to basically tell myself how amazing life has been and not to be worried. So I'm going to read it now. Dear Christine, congratulations. You did it. You found your place. You found where you were meant to be and doing what you were born to do. As a child, you dreamed of being on stage. Ever since your performance as Little Red Riding Hood, you dreamed big dreams. Congratulations. Your powerful inner strength and determination has guided you exactly where you were meant to be. This stage is much more meaningful than any of your drama performances, though. This stage is on display every day. You are performing a show that others only witness, because this, my beauty, is your life. It has not been easy. It has not been the fairy tale you had imagined. The dress rehearsals were extremely hard. They hurt so much at times. But guess what? You still found a way. You always looked for an alternative script when the one you were given went sour. When the knights in shining armour turned out to be tinfoil covered bears, you still managed to love them. You gave every piece of your heart to all the bears and all the beasts. And even when their supply from you ran dry, you still shined like a diamond. Little did you know how well prepared you were for the next script. During this beautiful, dramatic, explosive, and at times improvised performance, you were blessed with two gorgeous, precious jewels. They are your children, and they bring more magic and memories and moments than you can ever imagine. Every day with them is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. At times, life can feel like Dory in the big open sea. But like Dory, you just keep swimming. And like the genie said in Aladdin, today's special moments are tomorrow's memories. Another encounter with a masked and heavily wounded wolf set you up for your big break. When the hungry wolf was still hungry and needed to feed, you set him free. You danced on a dark black stage that slowly became extremely bright. It lit up one twinkle at a time while you embraced this new script. Yet again, showing your resilience, your strength, your determination, your love, and your level of self-compassion. You have no idea of the beauty, the radiance, the glow, and the light that you give. One final blast from an unexpected, silent villain that was hiding in the wings a lot longer than you knew, knocked you to the ground. This was an invisible black energy that tried to physically suck you dry of your sparkle. But even when you physically couldn't fight this dark, invisible force, you did something more magical. You made friends with it. You allowed it to sit within you, and within a short few weeks, your light quickly dimmed that shadow. You see, Christine, you're a rare, precious jewel. You have your own unique colour and your own unique light. One of the most powerful things to remember is no is a full sentence. No thank you adds some kindness though. I want you to maintain your sparkle, build your protection skills, and know that you are beautiful just as you are, and you're going exactly where you're supposed to go. So in all the scripts you have been handed, you have gained extensive experience. You have battled your own invisible dark enemy long before Corona. Stepping forward, you're embracing a very fulfilling, determined, powerful performance. No lights are required because your stage is already lit. Remember your purpose. You are not here to feed any wolves. You are teaching the wolves to love themselves enough to want to feed together. Thank you for listening.
No words, no words.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thanks, fellow.
Truly beautiful, truly beautiful, yeah. Right, where do we go from there?